Okay. Good afternoon, Miss.
Good afternoon, Miss.
So we'll start from Sanskrit first for the evaluation. So please explain the Sanskrit for this week, Miss. Because you have 3 times, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right?
Yeah. Okay, so for Sanskrit, we enter our new sounds A and A. Okay.
Yes.
There are two sounds, but that's those of the sounds can be put in front and at the back. For the sounds A, there are some examples words. An example like A, not A. For
AI.
AI, like male, rain, train. But for sounds A, it's like they, pay, play, something like that. So on Monday, uh, actually that is the part of I apply to to teach to the students about those sounds, and then we repeat maybe more than 3 times or 4 times to make sure the students know the sounds well, how to mention the sounds well, and then to make sure the students really understands and remind about the words that they learn about those sounds. And then after we learn about words, we go to the chant. There are the chant part, and then for after snack time, as usual, we do dictations. So we keep repeating on Tuesday.
Dictation that's still related to the sound.
Yeah, that's still related to the sounds, and then we keep repeating it on Tuesday. But on Wednesday, because the sounds great, we just have 1 times after snack time. So I just like mention like giving them the small, like the short sentences, and then that sentences is their material for their dictations.
For example,
For example, like I put the sentences on the touchboard and then we read it together. After that, I give the dictation to them directly. So we are
what
not
did you give the sentence?
the sentence like I uh, I sent a mail to my teacher. It is rain today, something like that, miss. That relate with the words.
How can we know that we sound AI and then we sound AY because it is almost same, right? When we
Yeah.
say. So how will they know?
They know from the authentic sounds that I play from the applications. So they will follow the authentic sounds, not from my sounds, not from my own sounds.
From your own version, according to you, how can we know that it is different?
Actually, that is difference because A and A,
A and
same like male, but they, male and they are different. A and A.
they, you mean?
They is THEY. They, pay, something like that.
It's almost same, right?
Yeah, it's almost same, but it's different. Yeah, the really sounds. Sorry, I mean like the authentic sounds can teach them how to make the differentiations between A and A. But so far from the track that I learned, that I heard, A and A, there are the way to mention that sounds. A, like male, train, A. We have like a, a special ways to mention A. Not A, like they, pay, not pay, not like that. But if male, train, rain, something like that. It's different from they, pay.
But so far they have understood, right?
They have understood, miss.
Okay. So for little steps, this is still about daily routine, yeah.
Yeah, it's about daily routine.
So you repeat the same questions, like
Repeat the same.
any chores.
Yeah, repeat the same questions. Actually, those are the part of reviewing.
Yeah.
Reviewing checkpoint questions and then having a special activity that relate with the topic. So on Monday and Tuesday, and on Monday, that is the part of we repeat about all the checkpoint questions in daily routine topic, and then for the Tuesday we did our special activity.
Oh, special activity. What is that?
The special activity is choosing the time. So the students choose the times for an example, like if they are having breakfast in which time. So I put three paper over on the table, three paper that presents. The first is in the morning, the second is in the afternoon and at the night, and then
Not
there
in
are
the evening? In the
in
evening?
in the evening, I mean, in the evening. Three pictures, one table have three pictures that represent the time in which time that they do the activities. And then one more table is the paper that, no, the activities I mentioned to them. So one more table is their part to stand up, and then and then when I say, when did you do? When do you do? When do you do? You always do your breakfast. So they will go to the morning,
Morning.
afternoon, or evening. That is the special activity.
So you mean you don't show the picture?
No, I put on the paper.
Yeah, you put the paper right. Morning, afternoon, and the evening. You say.
Yeah.
You don't need to show the picture.
You-
Okay, this one. So when will you do this? No.
No, I just make like I just mentioned to them. So they will move to the time that they feel like, oh, this is the activity that I do. An example, like I say, when you always do your breakfast, so they will go to to the morning pictures. How about when you always do your homework? Some of them go to the afternoon sessions, afternoon pictures. Some of them go to the evening pictures, something like that.
Why don't you put at night? Because like K2BC, they put night also. They
Not-
put 4.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Three sounds, because I don't know. I just make three sounds: morning, afternoon, and evening.
I mean, is it okay if different? Because
Actually, I, actually like this, Miss. Evening is from from 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock, right? We call it as evening,
Yeah.
right? But when I say like when at night, it means like more than
Going-
10 o'clock, right?
Yes.
More than 10 o'clock,
going
right?
to bed maybe.
That is the, it's still I don't know, um, it's still like, it's still in one line, right? Evening, in example, like when do you do always in what time do you always go to bed?
Because like this means, even though we know that it's like one line, like evening and
Night.
some of them still wrong because like the K2BC teacher said that some of my students also still wrong to answer my questions. Right?
It's wrong to answer the questions
Yeah.
for making the
Sometimes-
differentiations between
yeah.
night and evening.
Yeah, sometimes when, for example, when do you do your homework, for example, and then they will choose at night, and then it's wrong, right?
Okay. So maybe I will, to avoid that problems, I will repeat to my
Explain.
students later. I will explain it to my students, because so far I never got the problem about that. That's why I put on the evening, in the evening. But if there is a questions from my students, what is the differentiations between night and evening, I will tell to them and explain to them. So they,
Yeah, I think you need to make sure, right?
yeah, to make sure first.
Okay. I saw last time there was a story.
Sorry, miss.
I saw last time in the class when I doing when I was doing the class quiz in your class, right? There was a story. Is it related to the Sanskrit or to little steps? I was forgotten. I forgot.
The story.
Yes, like reading there is a story. There was a story, right? And then you should.
Oh, reading keywords. Reading keywords. Is
There are
that-
4 pictures, 4 parts, and then you read, and then you ask them to read again.
Oh, that is the lessons of reading keywords, miss.
Reading keywords in what
Yeah.
lesson?
reading
Little
keywords
steps.
on Wednesday. Not little step, not Sanskrit. There is a special.
Oh.
Actually, last time we made in Get Epic, but now we changed it. Sir Andrew asked us to change it, become reading keywords.
I see.
So we did it. We do it every Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
same.
For last time we do in our Get Epic reading English Get Epic, if you know that. Now we are not using Get Epic
Get
anymore,
Epic anymore.
but we use reading keywords.
Okay then. Okay. This one rainbow science still about push and pull.
Yes.
So what do you add for new maybe?
For new
Yeah.
questions,
You have review, for example, right? Do you still repeat the same question, or maybe you ask them to do something new so that they know more about push and
because the
pull?
learning outcomes in the books it's still like the students is able the learning outcomes from the book. I follow the book. The learning outcome is still talk about the students need to be able to make the differentiation between push and pull, and they know the activities of both of them. So I just like recreation the questions. An example, like I asked them, can you mention the other activity about push and pull that you know so far? So, an example that if last time I teach them the example of activity from push is pushing the door, but now but now I teach them like the activity of push, we just not pushing the door, we can push the pram, we can push our chair, something like that. And then for pulling activity, we just not talking about uh, pulling the window or pulling the door. Pick the grass is also the pull activity. Pick the flower, it's also pull activity.
Okay. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you didn't do the pulling a toy car.
Pulling a toy car.
Yes. Why?
Because we don't have toy car, but we know that I believe that the students the students have their own toy car at home.
But you don't ask them to
Just
bring.
mention no, it's impossible if we ask them to bring their
Yes, yes.
toy car.
I mean, why don't you change another activity here? Why must be a toy car? Something that you can do together with
Because
them, like
it
opening a door, right?
Opening
do
a
it
door, we have did it last.
you do it together.
Last week we have done it, miss.
I mean, this one more. Why don't you choose another one?
Because we don't have toy car. It's like you can pull your in example like pull your like the engineering. That is the engineering. But
You mean the game?
yeah, the engineering in our class.
Oh, yes.
That's the example to change it. But yeah, I put the toy car because it relates with them. I believe that they have their own toy car for the boys especially.
So you mean they can practice at home?
Yeah, they can practice and they know, oh, this is pulling and this is pushing.
Okay.
Activity.
Read this one apa? What is this? ASP bahasa ya.
ASP
Ini
bahasa.
topiknya sama dengan
ASP
ASP
bahasa,
Science.
ASP sains dan ASP matematika itu topiknya sama Miss Air, udara dan api.
Oh, ini saya lihat topiknya baru.
Iya.
Coba jelaskan, Miss.
Oke, untuk di ASP bahasa lebih mengenal itu apa itu air, udara dan api. Untuk di ASP matematika itu kita lebih mengetahui apa aja kegunaan air, udara dan api.
Kegunaan di matematika. Nggak
Iya.
salah, Miss.
Karena di ASP, karena kan sebenarnya ASP matematika ini bobotnya itu hanya menghitung, Miss.
Iya.
Menghitung dan mengenal. Contohnya apa-apa saja, kayak contohnya tuh ada gambar lilin, gambar balon udara, ada gambar balon, ada gambar kayak kipas angin. Tapi untuk mengeksplorasikan gambar-gambar itu lebih luas, ya kita jadinya kami itu K2 jadinya tuh membuat pertanyaan. Jadi apa-apa saja kegunaan air, udara dan api.
Kegunaan itu di ASP matematika.
Contohnya gini, kegunaan air, udara dan api itu kayak air digunakan untuk bla 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 gitu. Dan di ASP Science sebenarnya ada pertanyaan dari ASP Science itu yang hampir mirip dengan ASP Matematika.
Apa itu?
Apa kegunaan air, udara, dan api. Cuman di ASP Sains karena karena di gambar itu lebih menjelaskan kalau air itu sangat penting untuk kehidupan manusia, udara itu sangat penting karena kita bernafas membutuhkan udara, dan api digunakan untuk memasak. Itu lebih ke ASP Sains. Tapi kalau ke ASP Matematika, kegunaan air adalah untuk kalau di ASP Matematika itu dari mana saja, kayak contohnya apa saja kegiatan yang menggunakan air gitu. Contohnya mandi, apa sih kegiatan menggunakan udara, contohnya kayak bernafas atau meniup balon, dan apa saja kegiatan menggunakan api, contohnya itu kayak masak gitu, seperti gitu Miss. Cuman memang nggak jauh beda gitu pertanyaannya Miss, nggak jauh beda karena di tema yang sama. Cuman namun lebih fokusnya untuk ASP Matematika ini lebih fokusnya menghitung benda-benda yang berkaitan dengan air, udara, dan api yang ditampilkan di buku, itu lebih fokus ke situ Miss, daripada memahami checkpoint questions. Karena poin pentingnya dalam ASP Matematika itu asal setiap mengulang pelajaran pasti mengulang homework, bukan mengulang checkpoint questions. Yang mengulang checkpoint question itu ASP Bahasa dan ASP Sains untuk melatih kemampuan berkomunikasi mereka kan dalam bahasa Indonesia. Makanya di ASP Matematika itu nggak terlalu dipush, lebih push ke bagaimana cara mereka menghitung dan mengerti kayak topik-topik apa aja yang lagi dipelajari di ASP Matematika itu.
Jadi di ASP Sains, di ASP Bahasa apa yang dipelajari Miss?
Apa itu air, udara, dan api gitu.
Jadi gimana Miss menjelaskan ini?
Oke, kalau air itu adalah cairan yang sangat berfungsi, cairan yang berfungsi bagi kehidupan manusia karena kita membutuhkan cairan tersebut untuk kehidupan sehari-hari. Contohnya, kita minum menggunakan air, kita mandi menggunakan air. Kalau udara adalah gas yang kita hirup namun kita tidak bisa rasakan. Kita bisa merasakan, kita tidak bisa melihatnya dengan jelas, tapi kita bisa merasakan. Contohnya apa? Kipas angin, saat kita menghidupi kipas angin, itu ada udara yang dihasilkan dari kipas angin. Jadi kita bisa merasakan sejuk, tapi kita tidak bisa melihat bagaimana bentuk udara tersebut. Nah, kalau api itu adalah elemen yang menghasilkan panas dan sangat berfungsi bagi kehidupan kita sehari-hari. Contohnya apa? Ibu kita di rumah memasak menggunakan api, seperti itu, Miss.
Oke, kita buat misalnya untuk contoh air minum mereka ya kan.
Iya.
Kalau udara mungkin kita nggak bisa kasih contoh, ya mungkin kayak coba kamu bernafas mungkin gitu ya. Jadi kalau untuk api apa contohnya Miss kasih nanti?
Kalau api saat kamu ulang tahun, saat menghidupkan lilin itu kan ada apinya nak. Namun kita tidak boleh pegang karena apa? Api itu menghasilkan panas dan lilin itu terbakar kenapa? Karena api. Nah, itulah salah satu contoh dari kegunaan api yang bisa diterapkan ke mereka. Dan satunya lagi contohnya pada saat di rumah mati lampu. Nah, cuman ini agak sedikit jarang dilakukan, tapi pastinya ada beberapa rumah yang masih ngelakuin. Kayak contohnya saat rumah kita mati lampu, kita membutuhkan membutuhkan api untuk menghidupkan lilin agar api itu bisa menghasilkan cahaya. Jadi api itu tidak hanya menghasilkan energi panas. Untuk beberapa benda tertentu, api itu juga menghasilkan cahaya yang bisa menerangi suatu ruangan gelap, seperti itu, Miss.
Miss nggak mau gitu memberikan satu contoh langsung depan mereka, bawa lilin, matikan lampu, hidupkan lilin gitu.
Menghidupkan lilin dengan api.
Jadi mereka bisa lihat secara langsung kan.
Oke, bisa besok karena besok kan di sini. Bisa, boleh sarannya, thank you Miss. Besok mungkin saya besok bawa mancis sama lilin kecil aja. Karena di inventory pun kami ada lilin, tinggal dibakar terus tinggal kasih tunjuk ke mereka. But I don't need to show it to them.
Nggak
For
perlu.
every table, I just
aja.
explain in front of the class.
Jadi mereka bisa lihat langsung gitu kan. Oke, so for practical life, we have practical life.
Tomorrow is our art and craft parts. Making a bird from the origami, from the origami paper.
What kind of bird?
Just a bird, like
a simple bird.
Simple bird. We make a bird from the origami. So there are some parts that we need to fold. We divide into two. We just use origami paper for tomorrow. Origami paper, and then one more is
The color?
The color is colorful.
Colorful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not using specific color.
Okay. So what will you make? The body.
The body, the wings, and then the mouth. For
But
the
I
eyes.
saw yesterday the video is like only make like the shape only one shape like circle only.
What circle?
Yes, for the body, for the head.
Which art and craft for today?
Yeah, making the bird.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it like only making circle,
Circle
and
for
then
the
you
head.
fold.
Circle
right.
for circle for the head, and then there
And
are
then for the body also.
for the body. I mean, like there is the part that we fold the circle, and then it becomes like their body and their wings actually. And then for the eyes, for not wasting the time, maybe tomorrow we will ask the students to create and draw by themselves using a black marker. They will draw the eyes by themselves, and then and then they will stick the mouth.
You mean just put the dot?
Yeah, the dot. Because if we follow the YouTube, it's wasting the time. They will uh, stick the eyes one by one, white dots, and then the black
Yes, I
dots.
saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white dots and then the black dots. But for tomorrow, we just make like using a black marker. I have discussed it with Miss Marta actually. We just make like that, Miss.
You have made it.
At home. We made the circle first, so tomorrow they just like fold and then they stick. Yeah, stick with the glue.
All right, I think that's enough for the evaluation for today. But Miss, why don't you change the title? Like still fake money? I got the LP.
Fake money.
Yes.
On
You
Friday.
didn't edit that one, the title.
Maybe it's not my part, really, because we are working together for making this LP. My work is for making on Wednesday.
Oh, but you remind them.
Yeah. Sometimes we did it. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes like this means if we have done our part, we send to our own group, and then the one that create the LP, the one that is the last,
We'll check all, you mean?
yeah, we'll combine all. Maybe there are some human error. Uh, didn't we didn't check we didn't recheck it more than one times. So for the next LP we will minimize it.
I think that's enough, Miss. It was clear for the explanation, so you pass.
Thank you, Miss.